Morning folks, welcome back on board. Another Sunday. Must be Sunday I'm here. Right, but got the welding set, got some stainless rods, got a bit of stainless plate. I'm getting this out. No matter what, that's coming out, and I'll get that the old filler point plated over, welded up, and then all I've got to do is get some stainless steel nipples and get them on this end for the new filler. But I've got a big light when we to get in there. I've got some sockets. I want to charge sockets on that plug that they've got in there, see if I can get it out with that. If not, under there with angle grind and we'll chop it off, but hopefully I can get it undone. So I'll just get ready here, got kettle on, because it's a lovely still day out there, not a breath of wind really. It's a cold Sunday morning though, it's just damp and wet. So anyway, it's not bad to working like that, comfy once you get working. I'll throw out now with jumper on, so we'll have that off. Right, let's get stuff together and get going. Right, we're armed and dangerous. Big hammer sorts most problems out. Gear to whack. Anyway, let's have a look. We'll get in there. I'm hoping it's a 24, it's hard to tell exactly, but it could be a 23, but it will have been imperial size anyway, so I don't know what it were. But right, we'll get in, I'll squeeze my sen in there, and we'll get this tank out.
I've hung around.
Well, you've got to have a plan, even if it's a bad one. There's not enough room, not enough height to get a socket on. Plan B. Right, we'll put his ear plugs in. It'll get a bit noisy under there. My ears ring enough without using my Cipro saw and steel. Right, let's get it done.
It's time for me to be moving on. Moving on. Yes, it is. Got no regret. Ain't nothing gonna wrong.
Right, that's another plan gone to pot. I'm thinking it's malleable steel. It ain't, it's stainless. I can't saw it with a Cipro. I'm going to have to cut box section, get it out that way. That'll do it. I just didn't want to mess around under there, but I can cut the box section out and plate it back up, so it's not really a big problem, but not something I want to do ideally under there. But anyway, that's it. That'll work.
That's why I'm in the wind. That's where you'll find me. I'm in the wind, long, long gone. Let me tell you, a new day begins where nothing binds me. I'm letting go of all that's ever been. I'm in the wind. Oh,
That wasn't very pleasant, but because the sparks were coming over me and dropping straight on my face, because that's on my back. Anyway, it's done. I've got a section of it out, so there was just the box section, but also a bit of plate that was still left on. Because it looks obvious now that this frame here, the bulkhead, used to be out there, another, I don't know, foot and a bit or something. So we'll have a look at that in a bit. So I think they've brought that back, and there's that evidence on the outside there on the gunnel that they've done something. So I'll put a slot cut now, and hopefully I'll be able to turn this, line it up and have it out. It's going to come out like a big old molar that's been stuck there, giving you pain. Right, try and line it up. We'll do waggle dance and get it out hopefully.
It might seem bold, headless and careless, heading out in the cold with no direction clear. But let me tell you,
Back at net, there we go. That bleeding thing there. I'm gonna have a beer today. 1 or 2 beers. Right. So that's it, the offending article. You see, that's the one they've blanked off, and they've used the filler on that side. So it was an either or situation. So that's that. And it was that stuck up that wouldn't let it through. 1/4 inch off of that and it'd been out, but anyway, that's life, innit? So, see, I've cut that section out of the box there, and in there, a bit of a black gluey mess, isn't it? There's been some water coming in there over years. So, and looking at the tank there, and look at that raggy steel stuck up there, and nothing on top of timber, nothing on top of angle to stop it rubbing there. That's pathetic. I hope the tank's not damaged underneath, and then it's been sat on 3 bloody bricks up there. And that's it. So we're going to sort that lot out. I'm not leaving that like that. A bit rubbish that now, seeing that. That's disappointing to know that somebody, they did all bolt and that. I know it was a DIY job, and it's been like that for 40 years. And it were great. It was so dated though, this boat, no proper electrics in or anything. There was a couple of 12-volt sockets and all good like. But when you're doing something like that, no matter if it's an amateur thing, you'd do a better job than that, wouldn't you? You must think in your own mind, that ain't very clever. You know, I know it's tight under there, but they could have done it. Because I think what they've done to get that cap on is out there, which I filled up last year. I cut the old access plate, well, I unbolted it all, because originally the bulkhead across there, right, which was that bulkhead that carried all the way down, and that would have been the water tank. So that was your access in there. So you could absolutely get in and paint it and what have you with proper paint, so you can fill it with water. So I think what they've done is they'll have shoved this tank through, got that in the big opening that was there, and then put that cap on. It's the only way they must have been able to do it. But that's caused some pain getting that out, hasn't it? It was never meant to come out, was it? You know, they didn't do that thinking, oh, in so many years' time when they were taking it out. But anyway, it's out. Let's have a cuppa. Right, so we're going to get some plate cut now. We'll give this a polish up. We'll get that polish around here, clean plate up, have a measure, cut a square and weld it on.
something that rang true to me, that life puts all the best things on the other side of it.
to go. So I'll zoom you in down there, because I'm not taking this camera any nearer to that welding, because my last camera, which was the same as this, I had to buy this. I'm trying to get the old one repaired. Spatter went on the chuffing lens, didn't it? Just clean you. That better, can you see now?
I've hung around this place too long. It's time for me to be moving on. Moving on. Yes, it is. Got no regret. Ain't nothing gonna wrong. It's just me following the line that the stars have drawn. That's why I'm in the wind. That's where you'll find me. I'm in the wind, long, long gone.
That's it, it's welded on. All that pain for a 2-minute job like that. We'll have a look. There we are, welded round, stainless that, nice and shiny. I thought about taking that one out over there and plating that one, but can't seem to move it, so we'll let sleeping dogs lie. Right, we'll have a tidy up. Not there's a lot to tidy up. To drag all this lot about for a 10-minute welding job. So that's it anyway. Let's tidy that. What I will do now is when I get some stainless steel bits and bobs, I can weld a new plate on there and put new inlets in this end. But today now I want to clear this lot off and I want to stand that up there on the side. And we'll have a good look under there, see what's to be done in there. So I think there's a bit of work. I can't leave it as it is. It's a mess, that. Really stupid what they've done. Right, let's see how heavy this is and how weak I am. See if we can lift it up. I'll have to get it on. Right. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Looks in good nick and all. It looks good on the side of that, that's fine. Right. So you can see exactly how this tank was made now. It's in two halves and they've cut through it to join them together somewhere in there. So it were two cheeses. We'll measure that up and see what water it does hold. I'm told it's 600 litres, which is quite a large tank. So we'll have a look under there then and tidy out. See what jobs we're going to do in there. Alright, so that's the deck, well deck. I cut it out there and then plated it in. So the filler cap was through that, and they're the tap tolls that held the 4 bolts that pulled it down to the deck. And there's the filler cap with its highly sophisticated breather mechanism. So we'll have a look under there. Right, see what I mean, that ragged edge there. The cracker's in it, tank's been sat on that, but you can't see any marks where it's been sat actually. Unless those brakes are higher than this angle, so it's been going over the top of them. But that's what's been supporting tank at that end all these years. Just that. That's like a black, oily, shitty sludge in there. I don't know what to do with that. I just leave it, I don't know. Well, I'll scrape it out what I can and we'll do something. Get some insulation around these sides. And you can't do a great deal to it. Anyway. Right, we'll have a look what we can do and we'll clean it out a bit. That's going to be good fun, isn't it? Cleaning that out. Alright. Right, I've got a slitting disc and I'm going to trim some of that raggy top off there. Because I can't leave that like that. I don't want to sit the tank back down. You can see a couple of places where it's dinted it. I know it took it a lot of years to do that, but while it's out we'll do it. There's not a lot I can do in there really. Look to the deck in there, it goes up and down. We'll get some insulation in the bottom of that and up the sides. We'll pack it up as much as I can and it'll be about sat on insulation then. But really, it's not the best thing in there. You won't do it if you're doing it all again, but it's been in there like 30-40 years or something, so it should be alright. But I don't like this raggy stuff it's sat on, and we'll just improve it a bit.
On the other side of it, and that's why I'm in the wind. That's where you'll find me. I'm in the wind, long, long gone. Let me tell you, a new day begins.
Right, that's cleaned. I've cut all that raggy bit off at top there. So I'm going to put a floppy disc on and just clean it edge off and smarten it all up so there's no rough edges about, no sharp, and that'll do it then. A bit better in there, put them big raggy lumps off. I want to get some 6mm board on there, pack it up, and those don't even come in line, those bricks there, they're just well below this steel height, so that end needs packing up a bit, and maybe we use some bricks or something and a board on top, I don't know, but I'll do something, we'll improve it, but I'm not going to go mad in there. It's not rusty, it's just there's bitumen and everything there, so it will dry out now hopefully, and we get a quick scrape out and hoover up, and that'll probably be it. I don't think it needs any treatment throughout. It's not rusting, you know, it's fine, it's just plastered in oil. Right, that's it folks for today. It's good achievement that, got that out, got that old filler welded up, so that's solid now. Get some plate and pipe on front, some new inlets on front there. We'll have a good look in there, you can see what we're up against now in there. It's not a lot, I'm not going to go mad in there. That's been sat there a lot of years, you know. The tank's in good nick. There's only one little dent in it, and that's not going to affect anything, so I'm not worried about that. So we'll just make it better in there with some timber and board or something like that, so it's sat down and supported all across its width. That'll make it a lot better then. So anyway, that's it for today. Part 2 of that epic blog. Getting a tank out. All that struggle for a little blooming plug cap. Anyway, it's out. So thanks everybody liking. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you want to see the rest of this build and the other stuff I'll be doing. We've got some things to make yet, quite a lot of stuff to make, all stuff for this boat and fit out, and other boats to be finished yet. So we'll be back in there shortly. So anyway, that's it folks. Ta-ra!